beautiful comment section lurkers and hideous Discord ogres. We're starting the Civil War strong today. Picking up the comment section for a very good reason. There is a genius in our midst. There is an Einstein lurking in the comments, and that Einstein's name is Toby. Before I get into what Toby has said that has made me think that they are in fact a genius, we have this ongoing problem balancing self-defense and not using enormous death bots to crush the life out of our enemies. Lots of people have been throwing around this quote. I've seen it so many times throughout the course of this series. I think it was attributed to Gandhi, but I have no idea. The quote is something like, if you cannot defend yourself, you are not a pacifist, you are harmless. And sure, but that doesn't really apply when we at any second could immediately research anti-ground technology or, I don't know, build an army of death bots. However, I still think it's a bit weird what we've done here. The fact that we have sealed androids in military-grade gear and given them enormous rifles, it still feels very strange for what it's supposed to be about harmony and, again, pacifism. So Toby left a genius comment saying, very simply, you can put surrogate chips in the war casket units, then have one of your droids control them when needed. It's genius, it's inspired, and that's what we're going to do. So, before we kickstart that then, there was a lot of other comments about what's going on with the soil. Start a new saving tester on there. Basically what's happening is whenever we're tilling the soil with vanilla expanded, it's putting it back to whatever the default terrain is. In this case, the default terrain is, of course, moon rock, so it's just getting rid of it entirely. So what we're going to do is, again, take away the hydroponics. And given that we're also sitting on a stack of people here that we rescued from that space battle yesterday, what I want to do is take all of these people along with Carver, and we'll get Carver to dig up a bunch of rich soil. Yesterday's episode, when I first edited it, the first pass, it was like an hour and 10 minutes long, so I had to cut it down. I had to cut shitloads out. A lot of it was just me talking and building, so it wasn't a big loss. But one thing I did discuss is we've got the MedPod mod, which adds these really cool med bays. You do need a very, very fancy thing to build them. We can't just stick them down now. I think you get those isolinear processors from quests or exotic traders. They're very expensive. But these allow people to sit in them and heal at a very, very rapid speed. But these would be absolutely fantastic. And the other thing someone else reminded me about in the comments is we do have harvest organs post-mortem. Now, we've got a bunch of bodies. I mean, they're on the moon. They're frozen. They're preserved. We could take all of these and put them in a freezer attached to the hospital. This is an unforgivable crime. Did I make that 7 blocks wide and not 8 blocks wide? How could you do such a thing? What a fool you are. Right, let's try this again. So, we could spin off in one direction. We can have the med pod. And then in another direction, we could have kind of organ... you know what? Maybe here would be better. We have like an organ freezer. And we have an autopsy area. Eventually, even more so, we could throw down biosculptor pods to tie just back into that kind of curing humanity thing. The other thing, oh god, sorry, there was a lot of back and forth in the comments last episode, which is fantastic. I appreciate all of the feedback on the series as per usual. Somebody pointed out that the people movers might not work too well with some of the pathfinding mods we've got, like clean pathfinding, because they don't count as traditional floors. So to that effect, I've decided to swap over to this glitter paths, which I think ties nicely into all of the other mods we've got too, like, for example, Glitter Mod Autopsy. But this will, in theory, allow us to throw down, it's very expensive, floors underneath the rails. So, people can still go from station to station, but it lets them move ridiculously fast. I do love building ridiculous concept bases. The other thing I wanted to do, we're going to be here for the rest of our lives. I want to put a hangar bay for the ship. I've been told that there is, to Rimworld, an upcoming magnetic roof feature, which will allow you to build a magnetic roof over the top, and ships can take off through that without it decompressing any room. Well, would you look at that? It's right there. Build magnetic field. Provides an airtight roof that allows ships to fly through. I did just force an update in Steam that might have fixed it. It's very expensive. As you can see, it's ridiculously expensive. Oh boy, that is expensive. But you know what? It's worth it though, isn't it? Lots and lots of components. Wow, 232. What I'd like to do is build a proper little shipyard over here. We can connect this up with, again, those glitter tech paths to all of the important buildings. And then we can have like a proper ship bay, like an area. Maybe a speedy one up to here so we can get to the stockpile sooner too would be pretty good. This is going to be very cool. When it's finished, I think this is going to be one of the best bases I've built. It's going to take a lot to topple Egypt, and this is going to take a long time to get there, because this is all components rather than just sand. Decided not to build what is going to be the corpse storage out of windows. I feel like you wouldn't want to see that driving past on the train. I think at the very bare minimum before we send them back, we need to make sure they've got compatible ideologies. It has absolutely no impact on anything at all. But for my own mind, my own world-building mind, we'll try converting them over, but everyone else, except for Harriet the child, have pretty good ideologies. Harriet, for whatever reason, believes in the robotic response defense force, which is the one about killing humans. So that one's very paradoxical. We'll sort that one out, but everything else is fine. Ideally, I just want to finish this last corridor so that we can seal it up, and then we can move everybody over to this pad. Is the roof finished? Oh, yeah, look at that magnetic field. Wow, that's cool. It's a little bit chilly, but I think they'll be all right on the way over there. Minus 41. They'll survive long enough to get in the ship. Larry, Con, Scott, Purple. God, we've got a lot of people. Oh, and Hale, too. Hale the prisoner. Yeah, we'll do that. Off you go. Thank you. Get out. No! What are they doing? Why are you doing this? Consuming simple meal. Just get in the fucking spaceship. Good lord. Some pod launchers are under a roof. No. Maybe it doesn't work with the spaceship. Maybe it only works with the cargo pods. Ah! To be fair, the message did say that. The message that the dev sent in Discord did say that. I just presumed it would also work for the spaceships. What a fool you are. Don't get our resources back. No. Shit. Well, then now we can launch. Well, these things happen, don't they? That's my bad for inferring more than I should have. Entirely 100% my fault, okay? I'm just going to take the L on that one. Okay, so let's quickly set up a camp. So we've got to release the prisoner, and then all of our people we've got to shift over to... who has the spaceship first? Put that down. Carver's got it. Carver's got it. Okay. You know what? While we've got you, could we maybe dig up some rich soil before we leave? No. What do you mean I've converted 1 out of 25? That's not true. That's not... It only counts people you release from that map. Ah. That's a problem. That's a problem, because we would have to release them on the moon, which is fine. That's acceptable. We'll just presume they go home to their people. Well, I could put a transport pod in their pocket with some chem fuel and send them on their way. Maybe that's acceptable. Shit. What a setback. That's not going to be enough to fill up the greenhouse, but I think that'll do for the time being. Let's kick out these people. Politely send these people off. Now, what I want to do is, let's send them from the camp over to the base to start off with so they can meet up with everyone else. Let's combine them. And then what I'll do is I'll pack them up, and we'll see if we can make a nicer settlement. Because there was the opportunity to start a town, right? And I'd much rather do that than have them work in a scavenger's outpost. That doesn't seem very utopic. So if we just say pack, that should put them all into one big group. Done in 14 hours. Good enough. Carver, let's blast back up to... Actually, it would be quicker to take the ship to the dirt than vice versa. It's a classic reward moment. She went into a daze and wandered out into the... Oh, come on. Why? Oh, that's gonna put Asimov out of the game for another month. That's fine. Carver, it's the Carver show now. It's all on you, my friend. Rights conflict resolved. There we are. No more deathbots hunting the people that we had in our colony. All we had to do was watch a child airlock herself. It's amazing. Well, on the plus side, now we'll just get mechanoid clusters rather than, you know, killer deathbots. Oh, holy crap. Hello. Right, so let's say create outpost where you were. So we've got factory outpost, which I'm not really too bothered. Camping, hunting, logging. I just want to make a town, I think. Not enough nearby settlements. Need 3 within... Oh, that's okay. It's not going to let me do it. Trading outpost? Okay. Yeah, no, I think that's fine. That's close enough to a town, I guess. There you are. And that will produce 1,030 silver every month, which isn't massive. But when we've got to redo the hospital, when I'm spending every penny freeing slaves and buying all sorts of crap for the base without much to trade back to them, it's going to help. I think it genuinely will be a help. Right, let's try loading this again because it didn't work the first time. There we go. There's our rich soil. Then we'll send Carver. And I did have them getting some more seeds while they were hanging around because not all of them were good at mining. Oh, that worked out really well. We got a lot of pretty good stuff from that. I suppose we'll take the regular soil anyway, in case we want to make, like, another Even though it'll be kind of crappy for a hydroponics bay, we'll just make a regular fertility standard soil hydroponics bay. Boom, there we go. Hey, okay. So now, let's get rid of... to be honest, like 90% of this. I think if I forbid the hydroponics bays and then we just cut the plants in them, it's a real shame about that fiber corn. So much so that I genuinely may leave that how it is and just build the rich soil around it, because I don't think we've got enough to fill this whole thing out anyway, right? Really just knocking out the park today for preserving human life, eh? My god, all of the corpses have gone rotten, which, to be fair, very much my fault. However, I presumed that being on the moon, we wouldn't have to worry about it, but it's just ended up being 12 degrees in there, even though the closest heater is here. It's just preserved the temperature that well because of the double airlock system. Hey, that's good. Except for the fact that I actually wanted to keep this part of the base frozen. What can I say? Like I'm going to try and not let people get airlocked again. I've been trying to do that by building an entire contained system around the base. You could argue, maybe don't make such a big base, idiot. Counterpoint. I like building bases. Jesus Christ, I haven't even got the excuse that I'm tired today. It's 8 a.m. I had a full night's sleep. I like build base. Do the first official channel merch. Let's put that on a fucking shirt. What I can do now is expand the airtight area that I had the prisoners in, not that I gave a shit about that, to everywhere. It's airtight, but it's freezing. That's the problem. And it's certainly not high efficiency to be trying to heat up railway lines that don't get used 90% of the time, and the only people that do use them are people who are immune to the cold. Not immune to the cold, but have spacesuits effectively rendering the cold irrelevant. So what the hell am I supposed to do? I suppose we could throw down 1 or 2 heaters just to... You know what? It probably won't matter, because if we use the resources we got back to build those... you're researching that now, right? If we use the faster floors, they might be able to run through it at such a speed that it's irrelevant, right? So, Asimov, now that we've done with that, let's take you off of building and growing and everything again. Let's put you back on researching. I just read that right. Was that a second exotic goods trader? Ooh! Again, we haven't got anything to trade, so I've been more or less ignoring the bloody traders because we've got no frigging silver. But if you have one of those isolinear chips, I will happily sell everything to try and buy it. Ooh! Psychic pulse weaponry. So these are weapons that fire psychic pulses into people's brains. What that means is it's the ultimate non-lethal weapon. Oh. Ancient sniper of unknown design, firing a fast psychic pulse that disorients and downs the target, driving them insane. We've also got psychic pulse detonators, so those are just grenades. Oh, shit. I mean, it won't work against mechanoids, you'd assume. Oh, man. This is the first time we've seen these, and I would really like them. They've been in since basically episode, 3. A staggering amount of gold. I think I can afford to sell a little bit of that. My God. Okay. So let's do that. Let's buy that for sure. I think I'm happy with that. I would like to buy the Gutterworld medicine, actually, because we haven't started producing our own quite yet. And if I'm not mistaken, to get started on that Gutterworld mod that lets you, the Gutterworld Uprising mod, I believe you need a Gutterworld medicine to reverse engineer it. So let's keep that. And then I think I'm happy. Done. Let's have a look at the other one too then. I think that was the blood feeder next. Oh, you've got one. Shit, I just spent all my money on other stuff. Damn it. Okay, well, I mean, I'd like to buy that. Let's see how much I would like to buy if I can afford it all. We haven't seen any of this stuff up. No. No. No, we're a little bit short of being able to buy the pyramid. Even though I would move heaven and earth to buy that pyramid, there is no way in hell we can afford it. So instead, let's not sell every last piece of gold we've got, because apparently you need that for advanced components or something trivial. Sure, but what we can buy, though, is the isolinear processor. If I didn't buy that, I could buy the pyramid. Oh, no. No, we've already got one pyramid. No, don't do it this time. Okay, so now we can actually build the med pod, so the next time someone turns up, I can heal them. I can fix her. Furniture. Give me the med pod. Do we want, like, a big med pod? Vet pod mega. Whoa. Don't know if humans can use that. I have used that one before, I think. Med pod Lux? Does it operate the same as a regular med pod? Let's have a quick look here. Med pod Lux. A luxury model with gold inlaid fittings and gel foam mattress. Faster diagnosis and treatment, but higher power consumption. Well, we've got to do it. Did you see the power consumption, though? Oh my god. 48,000 watts. That's how you balance it. Holy shit. I mean, it's a machine that can cure all of your ailments pretty much instantly. Wow, that's great balancing. Ridiculous, but great. I like that a lot. Done. Easy, easy, easy. Let's get it built. We may have to shore up the power grid. Yeah, the batteries aren't doing super well as it is. They're not doing terribly, but they're not doing well. We definitely need a lot more solar panels if we're going to make something like that work. Holy shit. Oh, shit. It's just occurred to me I said I'd download the one that makes them haul. Yeah, I actually downloaded the other one that lets them work. I mean, I'm not really bothered that much given that they're tier 1 droids. If it was Asimov that you're allowing to work and also slapping him in a massive war casket for defense, that would be different. But I guess tier 1 droid, that's fine. I'm not that bothered about that. You know what? With those hydroponics in place, that was almost perfect. We're only missing like 3 tiles. Good enough. And we've got the first tier of those fancy paths. We've got a fast path. Man, I can't even click the interface button because we've got so much shit going on at the side. Okay. Oh, it's just 2 plasteel. Oh, that's not super expensive. Biogel path is a plasteel and then 3... That's bizarre. 3 jelly, and then the glitter path is 2 plasteel, 4 gold, 4 synthread. So that one's never going to happen. The fast path, though, we could do. What's the actual walk speed of that? Is it even worth it? We don't know until we've built it. Wow. How much plasteel have we got? Not enough really to test it properly, but just in case. Let's do something like this. I want to connect these 2 up because these are the most important 2 buildings to be connected up. 118%. Oh, you know what? Actually, that's all right. That's not bad at all. Given that all of my plans have sort of fallen apart today, I'm not sure how much of the first 3 hours and 27 minutes of gameplay I'm going to leave in. The child that we were supposed to educate died in a vacuum of space. The autopsy program ended up rotting away in the freezer. And all of our conversion efforts so far have been forgotten because the original base was nuked. So we'll do some tweaking here and there. I might put it up to a vote or something to maybe re-add the people I've already converted. That's not relevant right now. We'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll deal with that at the start of tomorrow's episode. What I think we need is freedom to do whatever the hell we want at this point. And resources, though we had lots, were of course the efforts of everything we did on the planet and everything we've done up on the moon. We have almost run dry. The 30,000 steel that we had, even after now mining out all of the final steel deposits on the moon, that's it. We're down to our last 4,000. Short of deep drilling, we're done. But there is a way. Well, high mech tech will give us the excavator droids. Those can man deep drill, so that way when we're not sending Carver off, or maybe Carver's too busy doing something else, when we're not sending Carver off to Astros to go get us resources, they can be hanging around the base just giving us stuff. The problem is, to get high mech tech, we need to beat not only the War Queen threat, but also the Diabolus as well. Now, I still don't know if this will work, but if it does, this is genius. Let's go for the surrogates then and build a few more war casket droids. He's examining Descartes with his robo-penis to figure out how we can control them remotely. Oh, that's actually amazing. Look at that. Bearing in mind, again, they're not very good at theoretical research, but if they're examining something that already exists, they get research points really, really fast. Oh, that's cool. With a great deal of advancement in both fabrication capabilities and protocol optimization, it may very well be possible to control surrogates. Okay, so what we'll do then is throw together, I suppose, a few more tier 1 droids, throw them in more war caskets, or better yet, I mean, we're going to be fighting the big guns now. We're summoning the big mechanoid bosses, quote-unquote. So let's go for bigger, better war caskets. Set back up the server room, and I've added in some more just different server racks. Realistically, given that we still are suffering from solar flares, I should probably throw down more analysts than databases. You know what? In hindsight, that makes a lot more sense. Because whenever we get a blackout, it knocks everything off of the sky mind. And when it does that, it resets all of our skill points. So I guess I'll make more of those so we can recover the skill points pretty much immediately. Those only work with the higher tier androids. I was originally thinking we could use that to buff up a war casket, like make a fresh guy and build them up massively. Only works on tier 2 and above. Guess we'll turn the inside of the Citadel into the robotics area. Because this is where I'm going to place down, or I have started placing down all the mechanics beds so that we can keep the blank surrogates in storage, basically waiting for a threat to turn up. Ooh, we're out of steel. Oh, shit. I mean, I did cancel those servers because I noticed our resources getting astoundingly low. Whoops. Steel. Surely we've got more compacted. There's got to be like something, right? Compacted steel. There is 119. Okay. Carry on then. Let's make 3 more tier 1 androids as soon as we get enough resources to do so. I'm gonna move the war casket foundry, and instead we have enough Glitterworld medicine for the Glitterworld analyzer. So I'm gonna throw one of those down. Oh my god, I just had him build the robots in a decompressed area. Staggering. Really staggering. Where are you? Where are you, little droid? Yeah, no. Stay there. Stay there. Seriously, hang around. Okay, that should solve that problem. I expanded the railway out a little bit. Oh, that's hideous. Let's fix that. This is a moon base. This is a moon base. Look at it. This is coming along really well. Almost makes you wish you were nuked more frequently. Let's get Asimov. Come on. We've got one sole focus right now, and that's stopping these damn mechanoids so that we can get this power focus chip. Boom. Second robot. It's a green robot. Hello. Boom. Another robot. Hello, ID 894. I'll give them more names. I guess we'll just name them after generals or something like that, given that they're going to be exclusively combat droids. ID 833. There are 200,000 units with 1 million more. Well on the way. You know what, that'll do, actually. In hindsight, that's probably fine for now. 6 tier 1 androids, all of which we wrap in some sort of war casket. We finished a little more war casket research. Oh, yeah. Oh, marine war casket sounds a little better. Whatever gives us... we got to find a nice balance between... Oh, cataphracts war casket. We got to find a nice balance between defenses and actually being able to afford to build the bloody things. That's not that bad. Cataphracts war casket, 7 components, 325 steel and 50 uranium. We've got shitloads of uranium. I'm not entirely sure how we've ended up with this much. Probably because I'm not actually using it. All the mining, I put Carver on mining. Carver's got 20 mining, so that's picked that up very quickly. I guess these will do fine. In components we can craft from the steel. Do it. Do it. Seal them in. Asimov, get to work. Hold on. No. Stop. I think first... How do I... Can I cancel this? Asimov, cancel. Cancel war casket. Shit. I think first we have to do the operation to put the surrogate chip in them, if I'm not mistaken. Is it just called... Ah, here we are. Skyminder receiver, Skyminder transceiver. Now, I'm pretty sure that we can control them without needing the transceiver because they're robots. We're just going to control them manually with Skymind, I think. Can we implant it into an organic subject's brain? No. Am I a fool? Oh, no. Is this whole plan going to fall apart along with all my other well-laid plans? Don't panic. We may have an unintended mod interaction here that might fix it all. Okay, Asimov, great. All of this is just so we stick to the theme and don't have an army running around the bloody base. Skymind receiver, and then if we try and... let's get that to storage, actually. Then, operations, Skymind receiver, balls. Add bill, Skymind receiver, balls. Okay, well, what the fuck do I do now? Do I scrap this whole episode and start again because we've achieved absolutely nothing today? Maybe. What the hell? This might be the first episode in a long time where just nothing has happened. No. It can't be. Whoa. Connect to Sky... No, we don't need to connect to Skymind. Is there no way to remote control these droids? Maybe I was lied to by the comment section. They wouldn't do that to me. Not like this. If only I was capable of doing this research myself. I mean, this is it. This is... this is me doing it. Oh, no. Fuck. This whole idea has fallen apart. I mean, it hasn't fallen apart, has it? We've got a whole army of droids. I've just got to find a way to keep them in suspended animation until we can do something with it. Asimov, get to welding. This isn't lost. This isn't lost at all. New generation of colony defenders. Now, emphasis on the defender thing, because they look... Again, they're kind of endearing. Little tiny cataphracts caskets. Right, force battery charging. I just want to be able to keep them in storage until I want to use them. I guess we could limit them to this building? Okay. Let's do it again. Cataphracts war casket. All right, next one. Come on, don't be shy now. And then finally, our last casket. We got the resources. We're good. Holy crap. My God, we've ended up with so much steel again. Carver, my friend. My good, glorious friend. This is the end, though. Bear in mind, those were the last steel designations we had on the map. There are some that are a little more haphazard to get to, but we can... I mean, it's worth going for, isn't it? So let's open that up. Done. Okay. Now, I think the sensible thing to do here would be to give them a variety of weapons rather than just going all in on the other things that I've tried before. So we're like war casket grenade launchers. A couple of those might be quite effective. What else we got here? Charge lance, handheld cannon, charge... What's a... Oh, like a charge blaster. I was about to say, what the hell's a charge blaster? 6,000 hours, by the way. Almost 7. Wow, what a waste of a life. And there it is. With that, we have 6 heavily armed, ridiculous-looking war caskets. Good enough. I feel like the Generation 1s are going to get absolutely ripped to shreds. And I feel like the grenade ones are probably more likely to kill us than kill the mechs. But I think that's fine. I think this is okay. I almost want to build like 2 more just to really give us the edge. Oh, let's have a look at these charge blasters. I don't think I've used these before. Are they like good? I need to be able to see them in action to get a feeling for it. They are just like charge LMGs almost. Ooh. Okay. Maybe 2 more wouldn't hurt. This is only for mechanoids. This is only to stop the mechanoids to further humanity. I promise we're not going to use this for evil. If we did use it for evil. But the important part, of course, is we're not going to use it for evil. That would be sinful. That would be terrible. Unthinkable, even. But if I am nuked again, it will be used for evil. Oh, shit. We've actually finished the others. That was me trying to find the bloody, the Cataphracts one, but we can go for something different. Higher weight fitted with impact mitigators and a large propulsion engine. Look, I haven't got that many resources. Holy shit. Well, I say that we got 14,000 steel, so maybe we go all in here. Whatever gives the highest defense would be good. Aerial war casket, barrage war casket sounds fun. Hazard war casket is strong against flame, but that's not really an issue. So we got barrage. That seems alright. We've had our Generation 1 war caskets, that being those 2. We've had our Generation 2 war caskets, now we're on our 3rd ones. Hopefully, this will be all we ever need. That's it. We're done here. Let's get them. Get ID 318. Get your gun. And I will name them if they survive. Because chances are they're probably not going to. Asimov. Call him up. Let's do it. 1 Diabolus, 3 Militaurs. Is that a hit? But do you know how many resources I just sunk into this Power Ranger-ass looking robot army? Fine. Send your Diabolus. Whatever. This is gonna be we're gonna wipe them out. We are absolutely going to annihilate them. Ooh, skill servers are full. Right, so I had a big brain play. Carver, who I still got connected to the network, so I wanted to test it, needs social skill. Because Carver's our HR character, right? So let's sink a couple of points into that. What do we need for... So 5,000 to give a double passion. That won't take too long. Then we'll just inject all these points into social. That way, if we ever have another person we need to convert in a hurry, we just say Carver, convert. And chances are, we'll be able to do it pretty damn well. That'll affect all the rituals, too. Like the conversion ritual is affected by social impact. Here's a thought. What if the mechanoids arrive, say, here? Oh, do I have an idea? This is a mad plan. What if we go all the way around the edge of the map and we dig out a massive channel for every enemy, every mechanoid, whatever. We take the doors off and we have them filter over to the Citadel? That seems kind of big brain. A little bit exploitative. Just not sure my heart can handle another base being destroyed. Ooh! Speak of the devil, where are you landing? There. Get him. Get them. Kill them dead. Oh, you poor mechanoid fools. Oh, you know what? Just line it there and blast the shit out of them. Get him. Get him, Hannibal. Oh! Okay, okay. Hold on. That was almost a disaster. I don't know why I thought Diabolus was the other weird little guy. The stringy fella. My solar panels. I can't believe you've done this. Go now. Go now. Go fast. Kill them all. Yes. Yes! Look at them! Oh my god, that's a lot of grenades! Move, move! I can't believe you've done this. That's so many grenades. Die. Die. Run down. Die. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. Okay. That was close. And that should be the end of you. The grenades, admittedly, aren't particularly powerful against single targets. They're actually kind of crap. Because they're, obviously, as we saw then, they were just spread around it. So that didn't really help too much. Asimov, study the signal chip. more mechanoids for us, and all it cost us were a few panes of glass and tens of thousands of resources on robots, but mainly just a few panes of glass. I'll still do some experimentation, see if there is a way to keep the robots on, just basically put them in the beds until we're ready to wake them up. If we can centrally control them, that'd be kind of fun. That would be kind of cool to have Asimov command the armies. Then we can't accidentally gun down a bunch of people. As I said, might be a concern. Now we go back to that quote I mentioned at the start of the episode. The same quote everybody's been throwing at me. If you are incapable of doing harm, you are not a pacifist. You are harmless. How about now? How about now? Am I pacifist now? Huh? Gandhi? Does this look like pacifism to you, my friend? You ask that Diabolus. Oh wait, you can't. Because we blew it to smithereens. We didn't blow it to smithereens. We can actually resurrect it and put it to work fishing, which I very much may do. Genuinely, the worst part is I think we can actually do that. So now there's a whole new conversation. Shall I put back our previous conversion numbers that we had before? Not that I remember them, but I can dig them up. You know, to pre-nuking. So that still counts as having done some work out there. Or shall we now kickstart it from fresh with these bots and equip them instead with the non-lethal weapons, the tear gas, the tasers, go down to the planet and gather people up to be converted? Does that align with the ideology and everything we've done so far? I'm not sure. But if it's for the good of humanity, then really it's our primary programming. We're not bringing harm to humanity. It's a net positive in favor of humanity. I don't know. Let's leave that up to debate. I will keep an eye on the comments, and I'll go back and forth with people down there, and we can have a chat and see if there is any reasonable middle ground to find here. I'm not sure either way. Like, I could be convinced. So let's see how that goes. And thank you for joining me today. This has been one failure after another, but I think we ended on a strong note of total and utter combat superiority, which is exactly what this series set out to be. Thank you for joining me. Thank you to Jinxie Cat, Anthony Fackenthal, Todd Howard, Panda, Fexen, Cerice, Floofy Prawn, Boop, Frogs and Pants, Speedy, DeGoogle, Dames Ditchell, Tenacious Bloom, Akimbo Orphans, Jacob Ford, Jam Plague, Chief Werewolf, Josh Lunt, Flight Gamer, Squinty Chimera, Christian Shelldecker, Vengeance Super Cucumber, close enough, Bubble Shy, Hudzu Wudzu, Apple Tail, Night Rouge, Zulu, Shadow Shell Lions, Zanaya, Prototype in Session, Exodus 2169, Luna, and Comrade Mazinski for their support over at the Executive Producer days over on Patreon. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel, making it so I don't have to take horrible sponsorships, and allowing me to say words like fuck without really being concerned about demonetization. Thank you, even though it is very unchristian. Thank you to Sloth King, Ben Beard, Noi Hemo, Blue Dragon, Wojtek Waltonowski, Sean Davies, The Solo Goldfish, Lost in Space, Leech Queen, Stomper, Quantax, Zany, Kyle, J-Mo, Melvin Gronendal, Andre Philippe, Lopter, Cody Default, Solace NZ, Grubfiend, Brian Watkins, P. Hyperion, A Small Dog, YOLO Ninja, Jason Ganser, Matthew Ryan, Chase T. Hopper, Buggy, Locket217, Salakata, Pokey Rocks, Elite IMP, Mike F. Hammy, Burbermancer, Cat's Dog Joe, and Victoria Chaston. Thank you. Come back for tomorrow's episode. Wow. I won't say wow, it could be shit.